Yeah, g'day, my name's Bailey Kirsten. I'm the Fish and Game Officer here at the West Coast. We're on Lake Brunner today. That is the West Coast's most popular fishery. It supports a population of brown trout, quite high densities of average fish, making it a perfect fishery for juniors and new anglers. The fishery is open year round and supports great fishing in the winter, so don't think that you have to put your rod away. So we've just arrived on the shore of Lake Brunner, and after 5 minutes already had some results. This is sight fishing for browns around 2 to 3 pounds. This is pretty common trout for Lake Brunner, and because of the high fish density in here, they're perfect fish for the table too, to sustain some harvest. Awesome, so we'll let this guy go now. Okay, so now we're going to try a bit of bait fishing. This is perfect for the beginners, and especially if you're taking kids out. So what we do typically is chuck a swivel above the float. This is for when the kid's whining like crazy and it doesn't put people rebels through the line. Then a clear bubble, half full of water for casting. Then about a foot or two, maybe 3 of quite light line, we're talking 5 or 6 pounds. And then a nice hook with a worm through it, or you can use a bully or a hoo-hoo grub. Once you've got your bait set up, all rigged up, then you're best to cast it as close as possible to shore around some rushes or flaxes. So what you want to do is park your boat up about maybe 10 to 15 metres offshore without disturbing the area, and then just flick it in and sit back and relax. Now we wait. Alright, now we're going to take a little look at trawling. It's pretty popular on the lake also. The key to success on Lake Brunner is to get right in the shallows where the brown trout are. So here we have a wee soft bait pattern that's for trawling, mimicking a young brown trout or a bully. They're very effective in Lake Brunner, but these bottom hooks quite often can get snagged on weed. So what we recommend is to remove that hook like this, and that way you're going to have a lot more success while still having that top hook, making it easier to release fish too. Another patterns that work well in the lake when trawling are fly patterns. You can either get them with weights attached like this woolly bugger here, or you can get other fly patterns such as this woolly bugger and smelt and bully patterns, and add a bit of split shit on your line. The fish love them. When trawling, you want to stay nice and close to the edges. That's when all the trout feeding activity occurs. You want to be within 3 metres of water and going around all the obstacles. Another tip for when trawling is going really slow. I've seen people use buckets out the side of their boat to slow down if they've got a larger motor. The slower the better, as long as you're not hooking the bottom too much. So we've just come around to the crooked river mouths. River mouths can be very productive, especially just before spawning, run start, or during the summer heat. In the heat of the summer you should try and fish first thing in the morning or in the evening. As for in the winter, the middle of the day gets a bit better when it warms up. Another wee tip for you is to go out after heavy rain. That's when there's plenty of food coming down these creeks and the lake's nice and high and the flooded margins produce a lot of fish. So as much as we've shown a lot of the methods used on Lake Brunner today on a boat, shore angling is just as good, if not better, I think. You can get easy shore angler access at Ivy Bay, Moana and around at Mitchell's. For more information about these access points, check out the Fish and Game website or go give our Facebook page a like. It's frequently updated information about Lake Brunner.